Breaking tonight, just hours after a U.S. Iran ceasefire, Israel launches fresh strikes in southern Lebanon, raising urgent questions. Is the war really pausing or spreading? We begin with fast-moving developments in the Middle East, where Israel has launched new airstrikes across southern Lebanon, despite a newly announced ceasefire between the United States and Iran. The strikes are intensifying concerns that the broader regional conflict is far from over. According to multiple reports, Israeli forces carried out air and drone strikes targeting locations in southern Lebanon, including areas near Sidon and Tyre. Israeli officials say the operations are aimed at Hezbollah positions and infrastructure, which they consider an ongoing threat. However, the timing, coming just hours after the ceasefire announcement, has sparked widespread concern. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has made it clear that the U.S. Iran ceasefire does not apply to Lebanon. Israel views its conflict with Hezbollah as a separate front and says military operations will continue to ensure national security. This position has created confusion, as some mediators suggested Lebanon could be included in the broader truce. Reports indicate that multiple sites were hit in rapid succession, with explosions reported across both southern Lebanon and parts of Beirut. In one of the most intense waves of attacks, dozens of targets were struck within minutes, sending thick smoke across urban areas. Civilians have been caught in the impact zone, and fears are growing over rising casualties and displacement. Sources suggest that Hezbollah has temporarily paused attacks following the ceasefire, but tensions remain extremely high. Officials warn that continued Israeli strikes could lead to retaliation, risking a collapse of the fragile regional pause. World leaders are now calling for Lebanon to be included in the ceasefire framework, warning that excluding it could destabilize the entire agreement. European leaders and international organizations have urged restraint, emphasizing the urgent need for a broader and more inclusive peace deal. Experts say this moment highlights a dangerous reality. The U.S. Iran ceasefire may reduce one front of the conflict, but multiple active battle zones remain, especially in Lebanon. This creates a situation where one war pauses, another continues, and the risk of regional escalation remains dangerously high. At this hour, a ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran is in place, but Israeli strikes in Lebanon are continuing, and the region remains on edge. The question now is no longer just about peace between two nations, but whether the wider Middle East is heading toward containment or a much larger war.